Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, your boy Joseph, aka Anarchist Mouse, coming back at you with some Bicolline information. So today, on this video thing, whatever, I'm going to talk about what Bicolline is. I've already mentioned it's a LARP, right? That's probably the biggest that I know of. I think it's the biggest in North America. Pretty sure it is. Anyways, I have the official wiki up right here. I've been dropping like little bits of information here and there, so this is one massive collection of information that I know, as well as what I can gather from the internet. So I'll go over the things that I do know first of all. First of all, I know it is, like I said, supposed to be North America's largest LARP. It takes place over a week in Canada, Quebec, or Quebec, Canada. I probably said that backwards. The second one's probably the right one. Hey, so if you don't know, Quebec is primarily French speaking, so this is going to be very interesting for me. I know a little bit, like, I know choice phrases, and so this is going to be very interesting for me, because I'm going to be surrounded by a whole bunch of French speaking people in a place I don't know. There's also the North Voyage, which is, in all respects, what I consider to be the English-speaking branch of Bicolline. They're like really cool about everything so far that I've talked to them, and it's pretty fun. Like, I'm really excited. Doesn't sound like it, but internally I am like screaming like a little girl, like at a One Direction concert or something. Like, believe me, you. Next information. Largest North American LARP. Spending a week there. I'm not allowed to wear civilian clothes through my stay there. That's right, I have to be in period decorum LARP costumes. And since I'm going to be there for a week, looks like I'm packing multiple costumes. So that's going to be very interesting. Also, I plan on bathing in a river. Yeah. They have showers there, but I want to bathe in a river. Just two, you know? Why not? Come on, everybody's doing it these days. And really, that's all I know thus far. So, on to the wiki for some actual helpful information. It says here, Bicolline is a fantasy live-action combat experience founded in 1994. It wasn't until 1996, however, that Le Duce de Bicolline, I guess that's how you say it, please, French people, don't, or anybody who knows how to pronounce that, like, correct me immediately in the comments or whatever. Please correct me. And the first official Grand Bataille, I think that's how it's pronounced, which is basically the grand battle that takes place on Saturday. That's another bit of information. Took place and was formed. It is often labeled as a live-action role-playing game, aka LARP. Justin, can you, like, do you think you can put, like, the word LARP here above my hands as I'm doing this?
Yeah, I can do it.
Awesome, you're amazing. Guys, these are great. I love this guy. Little heart. Due to the large percentage of players who participate in role-playing, events take place at a dedicated venue covering 140 hectares? I guess it's hectares. I know it's like 320 like acres of land, guys. Come on now, this is crazy. And 2 medieval villages. That's alright, 2 medieval fashioned villages. All of the buildings were made by players there. How crazy is that? I think it's like over... I don't know how many buildings. Like, I know the numbers 3 and 2 are in there, but I don't know if it's like just 32 buildings. I don't know if it's like 320 buildings. I know it's 320 acres. I don't know numbers, okay? Let's see. Le Duchy Bicolline is located in Saint Mathieu, I guess. It's Mathieu du Parc, Parc, near Swanigan. Oh wait, that's an H. Shawnigan, Shawingigan. Jesus, there's supposed to be like a ton of people there. I'm thinking they typically clock in like 2,500 plus players. So that's gonna be crazy. The type of combat is gonna be interesting. I do what is known as boffer LARPing. This is the typical boffer LARP weapon that I use. I'll put a link description to the guy that I got mine from. The LARP that I typically go to is called Nukelanta. It is a Fallout themed one. It's pretty fun, guys. If you're over here on like, I think it's the East Coast. South Carolina's on the East Coast, isn't it?
Yes, we are on the East Coast.
I always get West and East confused.
West.
It just needs to be West. Screw West and East. It's all just West now, because it is all relative. But yeah, we at Nukelanta use these. Amped Guard, I think, also uses these, as well as Dago here. I could be wrong. So they're also I could get into the different types of foam weapons that these come in, but that would be a whole nother shindig shebang thing. So the difference between this weapon and the one that I'm going to be getting and using for Bicolline is Bicolline's is latex. Latex foam is interesting because it's about like the same force. I think it might sting a little bit more. I could be wrong. It definitely requires more maintenance from what I understand, as well as they just look beautiful. Like, whereas this literally looks like a big green foam stick, which is what we actually call them in our game. We just call them, instead of swords or things, we call them like sticks or swords. It's whatever. But the latex ones actually look like swords. Once I get one, we're gonna like post it, and it would not leave my side. I will sleep with it because it looks so god dang beautiful. So yeah, that's that. I'm also gonna be getting archery. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna like practice like snagging arrows out of the air like some grandmaster, the Hayabusa ninja or something. Okay, so back to that. So like yeah, combat is gonna be interesting. From what I understand, the rules are 1 hit to your chest, you're dead. Bare armor, no armor. This is like no armor because I'm probably going in with no armor. 1 hit to your chest or your head, you're gone. You're dead, sonno. You're in the ground. Not really. You just go down and put your hand above your head, kind of like that, or put your weapon above your head, and that signifies you're dead. That's like a universal rule, I think, with LARP. But if you got armor, you can take, you know, more than 1 hit. Yada yada yada. It's the whole crazy, you know, practical thing. Setting. We're not gonna get into setting because it's like in the woods with like handmade villages, dirt roads, gravel roads, medieval whole shebang kind of deal. There are guilds. There are guilds I can join. I don't know anything about them. I don't know what guilds are there, but there are clearly guilds. It wouldn't be a medieval fantasy thing without guilds. I don't think so. I'm not gonna read like all of this stuff. There are all sorts of different. Oh, what is this? Oh, the game. There's a game there. There's like a sport there. It's called Troll Ball. I don't know anything about it, but it looks interesting. And I'm gonna see if I can't start a betting circle, because you get like in-game currency that you can buy real-world stuff with. Like there are people there, vendors, who actually make things with their hands, and you get this in-game currency that you can buy these things with. So your boy's gonna see if he can't set up like a betting ring with a troll ball, because that would be cool. Get like a 10% cut out of all the bets. I'll be raking in some dough. You know, within game. It won't do me any good outside of life, or outside of the game, in real life. Which sucks, but hey! There are also sort of tournaments. From what I understand, they're like fencing tournaments, archery tournaments, all sorts of weird combat tournaments. Could also be like drinking tournaments. Who knows? There's going to be a lot of drinking there. It's like, you have to be 18 or older, I think. I think 18 is the youngest you can be to attend. And it's purely because there are actual legitimate taverns there. Buildings where you can go, and it is set up just like a medieval tavern-ish kind of thing. You play any sort of medieval fantasy game, you go to like a bar or something, there's like different people around, tables, there's music, food, and booze. Exactly just like that.
What's the drinking age in Canada?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to my friend. I got a friend up in Canada. Her name's like, I'm not gonna name names.
It's probably 18.
I think it might be 18. I think America probably has one of the highest drinking ages.
Some places it's 16 for beer and 18 for liquor.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to Tristan. He's ridiculously cultured. I'm not. There are also like quests and stuff. Here's the thing about the quests. You gotta be social. You can't go in there and be like, you can't be like, oh, I'm so brooding. Oh, I'm not going to be talking to anybody. Oh, I'm so edgy. I'm just going to go on a quest. No, you can't. You can't do that. A lot of what comes from my favorite kinds of LARPs are the ones that are character driven, where the plot is entirely player driven. Like, for example, at Nukelanta, we have a saloon and a casino. Both were created, ran, and operated by players. Like, these guys are players who have talked to the official, like, staff and was like, hey, can we do this? And staff was like, yeah, go ahead. And they built up a bar. And there are these people who walk around with, like, little card tables strapped to their backs and, like, deck of cards and stuff. And, like, hey, guys, we can play any game you want. And if you know a game that we don't know, tell us. We'll do our research. And, like, they're really cool guys. They're really cool. I would definitely check out Nukelanta. Shout-outs to Nukelanta. I love you guys. And that's, like, without getting into a whole bunch of stuff, like, that's what the wiki shows. And I'm just super excited, guys. And I think that's about all I'm going to cover. It's kind of a mildly a short video, I think. But I mean, like, that's really all I know from just having watched a ton of different videos on it. There are so many different people. Just literally look up the word Bicolline on YouTube, and you will find a slew of different people. Both, like, all, like, ranged with quality of this kind of good YouTube video versus like this kind of new person kind of doesn't have a lot of equipment but is really trying. And like all of the videos that I've watched have been extremely helpful. Even like the ones who don't really have a lot to talk about, they've given me ideas on how to pack for Bicolline. Like it's just great to kind of do that kind of research as well as what you can find online with just like the wiki or just looking up on the website. So, I mean, that's really all I gotta say about it. Closer. If you like this, like, subscribe, all that jolly good stuff. Check out some of the other videos. More videos will be coming. Keep that in mind. The closer we get, the more stuff is gonna get done. You can ride along with us on this adventure as I'm crafting things and all of this good stuff. I've actually got some stuff I need to work on. So, yeah, that's coming up. Tally-ho!